Hello lads and ladies, and welcome to a video I made because A, it's an interesting topic to me, and B, the other video I made is taking longer due to me being busy with making this video. It's not a good plan. So, competitive Pokemon battling, a game mode where a lot of very smart and handsome people throw Pokemon at each other, hoping to win with skill, or luck, or using Xerneas. To increase the odds of victory, you would need to use the best of the best, cause, well, all Pokemon are beautiful and are friends, and there's no wrong answer. Butterfree has no stats and gets F by Stealth Rocks, and Regigigas is hated by Game Freak. So due to this, throughout all iterations of competitive play, there have been the Smogon tiers, and this is what we're focusing on for the video. Going from the lonely and recently introduced ZU to PU to NU to RU to UU to the zoomed in focus of the video, the OU tier, holding some of the best and dumbest Pokemon. Let me give a very detailed and in-depth description of how this works. Good Pokemon in high tier, bad Pokemon in low tier, except for MagcarJoe because you're all wrong. What I want to briefly go through with you all is sort of a selective and mini history of maybe not the most powerful Pokemon, but the ones that have stood the test of time better than all the others. Is there a Pokemon that has never dropped below the OU tier, excluding Pokemon that have always been in Ubers that's so legendaries? Oh, and if you're wondering why I feel I'm qualified enough to make a video on this even though I've never touched competitive Pokemon, Gen 1. Straight away, we have the two most famous Pokemon for discussing this topic, Starmie and Gengar. With solid stats and typing, with Gengar being the only ghost type of Gen 1, they've had a legendary history. Until Gen 7, in which the old god of OU finally fell to UU. So no, they are not the answer to this question. See, as time went on through the Pokemon games, new opponents and rivals arrived, and soon they began to replace Gengar and Starmie. It also didn't help that Gengar forgot how to float. That definitely wasn't very good. To be fair though, surviving a total of 6 generations in OU is a grand achievement. There is one other Pokemon worth discussing here, and that is Zapdos, probably the best electric type outside of Ubers, and it shows. OU, yeah, black and white. That is the only time Zapdos fell, and it takes it out of the running sadly. If not for that, it would have won. Easy. I would declare it the winner, victory royale 100%, but I can't. Moving forward. There are 3 Pokemon in Gen 2 that need to be discussed. I'll get the weird one out of the way first, because Blissey, you could technically argue, qualifies, all thanks to its pre-evolution, Chansey. Together with the power of teamwork, one of these blobs has always graced OU with its presence. Grace may be the wrong word, but I digress. Chansey with Eviolite was normally preferred for a long time, but heavy duty boots changed that and Blissey popped up a lot more. Again, this evolution line itself has never dropped below OU, but I'm not going to count this because, while yes, it's the evolution line, it's not the same Pokemon, and look at this title. Like, I can't argue, I can't change the title. Pfft. Moving on. Tyranitar and Skarmory! Yeah, you knew it was coming. Both of them legends. Not just in competitive, but in OU itself, they are top tier. Terrific bulk with one of the best abilities in the game, and just a beautiful type combination with insane stats. It's just chef's kiss. Here is our answer. This is what we've been looking for. They have never fallen below OU, not in the power creep of Black and White, or the Megas in X and Y, or the Z Crystals in Sun and Moon, not even the insanity that was Sword and Shield. While yes, they definitely weren't as good as they used to be, they were still in OU. Until the Crown Tundra DLC, in which, yes, they both fell to UU, which is sad. Very sad because I only recently figured this out. I thought T-Tard actually didn't even go below OU, ever. I only thought this was Skarmory, but Reddit said it, so I can't argue with that logic. Gen 3. Salamence and Metagross, the 2 pseudo-legendaries of Hoenn, my personal favourite region, have had a solid history. Metagross is just all around good, and for the most of its life, its psychic typing was never a hindrance because Steel resisted both of Psychic's weaknesses, Ghost and Dark. Salamence, on the other hand, was Salamence, one of the best dragons around by far. Imagine my shock then, after researching this and arriving at Gen 7. Only 3 gens from now, regular Salamence is in UUBL, and Metagross resides in RU. Insanity. Let me put this in perspective. First with the dragon. It was in f***ing Ubers in Gen 4. It was playing with the god of time and space, the Pokemon devil, this thing, the weather gods. Now it fights, well, technically it doesn't fight, it's in UUBL, meaning it's not good enough for OU, and it's too strong for UU. And Metagross's adventures in RU puts it up against a bell, a bear, a rock, a fox, while above it in RUBL is f***ing Venomoth. Absolutely hysterical. One more thing about Gen 3 is Jirachi, who actually outlasted both of them, but like T-Tard and Skarm, fell in Sword and Shield. RIP. Gen 4. This is the end of the story. Anticlimaticism at its finest, because the answer is just here. It's very simple. As of the recording of this video, 14th of June 2022, Gliscor, Heatran, and Flygon's worst cousin, Garchomp. They are all still OU, and pretty good in OU from what I can tell. They wear the crown, and we get our answer. Kind of an empty feeling, isn't it? But, you know, if we turn our attention to who's lasted the longest, and it's also very anticlimactic. It's Tyranitar, Skarmory, Starmie, and Gengar, all of them being OU for 6 generations total, which is impressive, but I guess no one stays at the top forever. It's sad. Like this video, disappointment exists all around us. My father was right about me. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in a week or 2. Have a fantastic day. You fool! You little fool! Look at the time left! We're not done yet! You think I would come to this conclusion and realise I didn't have an answer? And you thought I would just accept that? And I'm not going to adjust the rules in order to make the conclusion better, even though it really means nothing? There is one Pokemon. One! That has never gone below OU. In fact, for 2 generations it was Uber, and 1 it was in Anything Goes, which is above Ubers. Who is this mystery man, you may be asking? He's been mentioned in this video. His name is Gengar. And I know what you were saying. He fell in Sun and Moon. He went to UU. Gengar did. Mega Gengar was in Ubers. Hear me out. When you use Mega Gengar, you have to use Gengar. You throw Gengar out. For a brief moment, Gengar is there, on screen, in a fight that is in Ubers, that is above OU. The Mega Gengar and regular Gengar are the same. It's just Gengar, guys. Come on, don't leave. This makes sense. Look, it's the same here with a bigger Gengar, and you need regular Gengar, so yes, Gengar is in Anything Goes Pokemon, which is above Ubers. Yeah, and that's above OU, making it eligible for the crown. It's the only Pokemon to never be below OU. I can't talk. It's the only Pokemon that's never fallen below OU. Thank you for watching, like and subscribe.